Hey, well, thanks everyone for joining us. This is an exciting day at Ripple headquarters because we are launching our new Ripple experience. Cynthia has put in a tremendous amount of work to get us to this point, and we're excited about the new platform. And Cynthia is going to take us on a tour. The nice thing about this is some of these things I have not actually seen myself, so it's going to be a learning experience for me as well. But Cynthia's been doing a lot of work behind the scenes to get this stood up. We think it's going to be a much better user experience. It's going to give people a different way to interact and really gather those connections and those ripples in a really unique and fun way. So I'm super excited to see what we're going to see here in the pond.
Yeah, I promise all the surprises will be pleasant. Um, I just want to say when you join the pond, for the first time, you're going to land in this space over here. If you can see on the sidebar, it says, Welcome to the pond. And you're going to land in this space that says, Welcome, start here. So, this is the first thing you'll ever see when you come into the pond. And this is a really great place to start because it's going to tell you how to get started, where to connect and engage. It's going to give you a little lay of the land, some, links to different places if you want to check them out from here, and ways to customize your experience. In the section below, we call these community facts. And as we get questions about, we start to hear, what your questions are, if it common question, we'll just add it to the community facts here. So get all the answers to all your questions. But there's a post here to tell you what you can find in the community. We have some pond community guidelines, and we sort of just state from the onset that you agree to these guidelines or you wouldn't be here. They're not super extensive guidelines. I'm sure everyone will just appreciate having them. It just means, be a good Rippler.
Yep.
We have some instructions here on how to set your notifications, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's really impressive. How to get support, how to add your team members, because look, this community is going to be more fun with more people. So get your whole team involved. How to connect with your fellow Ripplers in these spaces, and how to edit your pond profile. So I'll give you a little peek at some of this, but I'll let you guys just peek into these different posts on your own at your own pace. There's really great information here. If you have a question, it's probably answered in one of these posts. Then when you log in for the second time and thereafter, we're going to land you in this home page at the top. So this is where you're going to end up from now on. This will be the first thing you see when you come. And this is sort of like Facebook style in that there will be a feed of recent posts here for you to see. So it's a great place to catch up on what you might have missed since the last time you were here. It's only going to show you posts for the spaces that you've joined. And some spaces you'll be automatically joined when you join the pond, and then other spaces you have to intentionally join because we're aware that not everybody will want to join the same spaces. It's just another way that we created this community in such a way that you can really customize it to your own preferences. Get the content that you're really interested in. But on the homepage, you get to see the upcoming events for all the spaces where you've been joined, and then some trending posts right here. So this is just a great place to land because you can catch up on everything in one place. On the sidebar underneath the homepage is the notification space, and this is where you'll see like a little number or little symbol show up here that tells you that you have notifications, and you'll see them here in this inbox. You can change your notifications by going to the gear. And when you open up this gear, nobody loves to be part of a community where you get all these notifications that you really don't want in the ways that you really don't want them. And in a lot of communities I've belonged to, you either have to turn notifications on or off for the whole thing. Well, here you have the ability to set your notifications for every space that we have in the community individually. So you can turn on and off being notified by email and in the app. If you set up your mobile app, you'll also be able to switch on and off the notifications that go to the mobile app. And I'll show you how to download the app in just a second. But this makes it super customized experience for you so that you can get just the notifications you want where you want them. And then after you're done selecting your notifications, you just click the Save Changes button at the bottom and you're all set. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, very cool. It seems super easy, simpler navigation and just an easy way to kind of get around. So I really love it.
So underneath the notifications, you'll see direct messages. And when you click here, you'll see any direct messages that have come for you. And you'll be able to click this plus button to create a new message for another member. So when you click it, just start typing the name of a number pond member in the space, and then you'll be able to start typing your message down here at the bottom. You can include a picture, an emoji, you can tag people, include a GIF, or you can attach a document. So you can do quite a bit with direct messages. And this is, I think, going to come in handy for Ripplers who want to connect with one another. So the one piece of advice that I will give you is that when you sign up and you complete your profile, you have to select, there's a couple of toggles at the bottom of your profile that you have to pay attention to in order to allow people to send you messages and to allow people to see you in the member directory. If you don't have those switched on, you may not see this plus sign here. So it will disable your ability to send direct messages. Let me know if you have any questions about that, or if anything doesn't work quite as expected, you can always reach out to me. And underneath that, you'll see the member directory. And here's all the people, all the smiling faces of your admins and your moderators who have profiles in the pond already. And you can click on any one of them and see the information that they've included in their profile, including their social media profiles, and you can send them a message directly from this space. This is encourage you to, one of the first things you should do when you join is make sure to complete your profiles, as few or as many fields as you want. And then there's a tab here for courses. This is all the available courses that we have in the community right now. One of them is the Unlock Your Ripple Effect course, which is great for people who are new to the Ripple and want to get it straight from Steve's mouth. We have 3 short videos in here to tell you all about the Ripple Effect. This master classes course over here is just for the people who are enrolled in the Connect and Grow coaching. And so you'll see this little lock here. If you haven't purchased the program, you won't be able to access this master class. But you know what? You should. You should join us in Connect and Grow, because this masterclass, and I'll give you a sneak peek at it, has just a tremendous wealth of wonderful masterclasses from all kinds of subject matter experts in it. We've been doing it since September, and it's pretty spectacular.
Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, so now I'm just going to tell you about these different Ripple groups that we have, where we already talked about this Welcome to the Pond group. And next is the Open Ripple group. And when you join the community, you'll be automatically added to all the spaces in this Open Ripple group. So we have a latest from Ripple Central space where Steve and I will be posting new blog posts, new podcasts. We may come in whatever's on our mind that day, creating posts that we hope are entertaining and relevant and helpful to keep you on track in your connection practice. Here's that Unlock Your Ripple Effect course that you can take, 3 short videos right here. You can sign up for an upcoming 8-minute Ripple. So we have now your ability to RSVP to 3 upcoming 8-minute Ripples. These are free to join. They are just 1 hour long, usually at the lunch hour for central time zones. You just now will have to join the community in order to access these events. So you do have to RSVP to get the Zoom link. That's just a little security measure that we have to make sure that people who are RSVPing are actual people. We don't end up with an 8-minute Ripple full of bots. But you can now RSVP to any of these events. And once you do, we'll send you the link. And we'll send you some DMs here. We'll send you some direct messages here, some fun Ripple activities to do in advance of the events. You're going to really love these spaces where we have some partners like Diana Omorde, who's doing a monthly intentional anchoring exercise for us at the beginning of every month. and Susie Turner, who leads us in drumming exercises. You just have to experience in order to really appreciate what this can do for you. I just want everyone to, when we put her first post in here, you have to just see this and follow along to really get the benefits from this. It's just wonderful stuff that we have going on. She's been working with us in the Ripple membership since I think December, and it's kind of one of my favorite things. And then this Rippler chat area, anyone can start a post here. So this first post, just tell us about you, or if you have something you want to share with other Ripplers, you can post it here. What you're hoping to get out of the pond or what your superpower is. Steve and I might throw some Ripple challenges out there or some connection cards out there. I mean, we have all kinds of ideas for engaging in this space. So this is a space for everyone to connect, and you'll be able to leave comments on other people's posts. You'll be able to sort these areas up here. You can click this button and sort it the way you really like to sort it. Create a new post by clicking this button or just clicking into this space right here at the top. So we have some interest groups here, and you're not going to be automatically added to these areas, but we encourage you to join them if it's something that you really want to benefit from. So if you're in any kind of career transition, you're going to want to join me and Courtney Warrensman, who are moderating this space for job seekers. Anyone can post in this space after you join the space. So you just have to click this join space button up here. And then once you join a space, you're going to get all the new posts in this area are going to show up in your home feed. So if you're not seeing some posts in your home feed that you expect, it's probably because you need to join the space in order to get them. And then we have a space for career opportunities, and this would be for employers, recruiters, career coaches, as well as job seekers to post resources and tips and leads, and really just to help each other out and share information. I'm really excited about this space. Courtney has just a ton of experience moderating spaces like this for people in career transitions. So I really can't wait to see what she brings to the conversation. And then we have a chat area too. And this, and once you join the space, and you can type a quick message in here, you can attach all these things, but this is more Twitter-like. So it's not as deep threaded discussions like those other spaces, but just maybe quick questions or quick comments or quick shares. And it will just not be a threaded conversation. It'll just be one post after another. Sort of just a continuous stream of consciousness. If you're anyone's familiar with Slack, it's a lot like that, where it's just like kind of one post right after another. And I do have some ideas about what you could post here in the sidebar. We have a Women Optimizing Women Ripple, where it's going to be me and Cynthia Trelia, who's just this, just maybe the wisest and sweetest person I know.
Yep.
But we really wanted to create a space for women ripplers, by women ripplers. So if that's you, then this space is for you. And it's just going to be an encouraging, supportive space for women to share resources and problem solve and really champion one another, be cheerleaders, and make friends and discuss topics of interest. That said, all of these spaces we're planning to evolve them based on what the members of the community really want and need. As we get more people joining this Women Optimizing Women space, become more familiar with what we need and what we want to give to each other, we'll be responsive to that and really kind of shape these spaces. Cynthia and I are really excited to create some events where women can just get together for coffee. And we don't have really structured idea for these events, but we do want them to be productive and leave you feeling better at the end than when you came. Just keep your eye out, because we're going to be posting some events here. And then we do have another chat room. Once you join the space, you can just use this space to drop in and add a comment or share a quick resource. And then we have a Ripple Beyond group of spaces, and this is going to be an awesome space. I personally am going to belong to all of these spaces because I sort of identify with all of them. At 55 years old, I'm really starting to think a lot about retirement. Like, what does that even look like? And I don't even love that word, retirement. These, we have John and Joe moderating these spaces, and they have such enthusiasm
Really
for
good
this
guy.
topic.
Yeah.
And it's all about just redefining this period in your life and connecting with other people who are experiencing the same things. They're really good at just motivating and inspiring and sparking curiosity about things. A great place to meet new friends with common interests again. Expect more to be posted in this area as we start to talk about what our members are really thinking about during this time of their life. These guys are also excited to create some events. You're going to want to join this space just so that in your home feed, you'll be alerted to when these events get created and you can RSVP and join us. Before I hop into giving a sneak peek at the Connect and Grow, hey, Steve, do you have any questions or?
No, I think, that's a really good overview. I'm super excited. The neat thing I want to express to everybody is the value of these specific communities that we've created. They're there designed to help you encourage other people that you think are going to benefit from these particular areas of interest to get involved. They don't cost anything. It's an opportunity for people to come in, start to build their community, start to create some positive ripples of connection and engagement. And it's just a great opportunity to create this community first approach that we're trying to take with this. So I'm super excited. But yeah, let's dive into Connect and Grow coaching.
Yeah, I just want to emphasize that all of this that I've been talking about so far is totally free.
Yeah.
So I don't know if, I mean, I kind of find that just like the most generous thing ever is that you can join this community and access all of this content and connection and events absolutely free. And so, we hope is that you'll come and you'll bring a friend or two because it's kind of too good to not have in your life. We wanted to create a community that was different from other communities that you might find online, one that was not only like really, really customizable so that it just doesn't get annoying with all the notifications and that you can really pay attention to the things that you're really interested in, but also one that just exemplifies what the ripple effect really is, which is reaching out and being there for other people. So it's there, this is all for you, but it's also a way for you to be there for others. And that is the ripple effect, is like making sure that you're creating as many ripples as you're receiving. And in doing so, we create this really vibrant community that you won't be able to find anywhere else online. This last section is the Connect and Grow Coaching Ripple, formerly known as the Ripple membership. And you might hear us call it that from time to time, just out of habit. If you just join the Connect and Grow program, this will be the first page that you get. It's the Start Here page with some of the similar cards that you saw in the main community space. There's a coach notes space where Steve Harper is going to drop his wisdom. We normally have like an introductory video every month to introduce the new deep dive theme that we discuss. And then we have a master class. These are where all the master classes for every month exist. And so what you're seeing here, it says 64 lessons. We've been gathering up all of this content and goodness since September. If you're new to Connect and Grow, you don't have to come in and go through and start at the beginning. It's not a course that you have to pass, like, starting way back in September and catching up. You really just start at the top with the most recent master classes. And then as you have time and curiosity, you can go back and sort of like Netflix, go back and select things that look good to you. I call it the buffet, where, you go in and really, even if you wanted to, you really don't pick everything on the buffet all at once. You just pick the things that look good to you, knowing that you can come back another day and, pick other things. So That's kind of what we have here is just a buffet of master classes for you to enjoy. There will always be perpetually 12 months of master classes. Eventually, once August is complete, we'll have 12 months of master classes. And then the deep dive topics will circle back around to the deep dive topic for September, but we'll approach it in a different way. We create a new masterclass, perhaps with a new guest speaker or new assignments, new adventures. It's just a continual program, and it's intended to be a year-long practice. You can renew on an annual basis and get a fresh experience of. We do almost weekly events here. We do a TED Ripple event. There's one coming up on June 7th. We do a seat at the table where we invite guest coaches to discuss a coaching topic. And there's one coming up on June 14th. We have a resource vault where you can enjoy member spotlights, some apps and tools that we recommend, blogs, podcasts, courses, and books. We invite our Connect and Grow coaching members to help us build out these resources too with their favorites. So this is a kind of a growing, evolving resource vault. And then we have a coaching chat room. So anyone can start a post here, and this will become quite lively once we get our members over here. And we talk about our wins and discoveries from the previous months, but we also share resources and recommend and amplify one another, and we'll maybe do some coaching challenges in here. I just want to say probably the biggest value in this Connect and Grow coaching program is the ability to schedule brief coaching calls with Steve. This is something that he typically only offers to members, and we'll be posting about that here in the coach notes. You basically get individual one-on-one time in a brief coaching model, which is really fast and effective and holds you accountable for your connection practice. If you really want to try to make change in your relationships, in your networking, getting this coaching experience, as long as you're a member, is really invaluable. Down at the bottom, we have some common links. Subscribe to Ripple News if you're not already. Get a quick link to the Ripple Central website, and then download the app. Whether you're on Android or iPhone, you can access this community right on your mobile device, wherever you are. And once you do and you log in from the app, then you'll be able to switch on and off those notifications going to your mobile device.
And that's one of the areas I'm most excited about, is it gives you the flexibility to decide how you want to be notified by the app, whether it's on your mobile device, whether you're on your web browser or in the actual pond, it'll give you the notifications. So there's a lot of ways that you can interact and engage with this. And I think that's the beautiful thing. And whether it's one of the free communities or whether it's the Connect and Grow, you can really customize this in the way that makes sense for you. So I'm very excited about this. I'm really, really pumped about what this new platform is going to bring to the table and the different ways that our members can, access it and engage with it and take advantage of this great content. You've done a phenomenal job to get this set up this way.
Well, thanks. I mean, this is kind of like my sweet spot, like what I love to do. And, we love to, make everything as simple as we can, strategic, thoughtful, and simple to operate. And I'm sure that we've missed some things, or that there are a few wrinkles in here that I haven't found yet. I'll be surprised if there are, but there probably are. So you just can reach out to me anytime by going to the member directory and finding me here. You'll find my sweet face right here. It says Pond Community Manager. And when you go there, you can send me a message right here.
Well, we're super excited to have everyone try this and get engaged, and we look forward to the feedback. We're actually talking about doing a follow-up session to this, just in maybe a live format, so people can ask questions. And we're always here to support you. We appreciate you being a part of this journey with us, and we're excited for you to see what this next step in this next phase of the Ripple community building is all about. So thank you all for joining us today.
Yeah, ripple on, and come on in. The water's fine.
Exactly. Ripple on.